There was a meteor shower last night. The strike zone was very large, covering the entire countryside of Mondstadt and Liyue. Adventurers Guild is currently stretched beyond capacity. We are relying on our members across the land to rally together and support the relief effort at this trying time. One moment. Safety must come first.
Catherine! Vassal of the Imanachaik? Do mine ears deceive me? Or didst thou cry out mine holy name in earnest supplication not one moment ago?
Fischl, Oz, this is the traveler of whom I have spoken to you previously.
Oh, you are the traveler? One finds the look in your eyes to be most agreeable.
Honorary Knight of the Knights of Favonius and travel companion Paimon, we are honored to meet you both. We have heard much about you.
Traveler, do you also mean to confront these cryptic crystals of darkness and doom?
Crystic cryptos of doomness and... what?
I believe that Mein Fräulein does indeed refer to the meteorite strike.
The Adventurers Guild has so far been unable to ascertain the cause of the meteor shower, or the precise side effects of the meteorites. Hence, we recommend that adventurers travel in pairs for safety. With Miss Fischl, the clearer everything will become.
Blind to the glory of the Immernachtreich, realm of everlasting night, though one can hardly expect more from a lowly traveler. Hence, it is not blasphemy but ignorance that be the cause of this transgression. One will therefore show clemency.
Clemency?
Mein Fräulein means to say hello.
These guys are the weirdest double-act Paimon's ever seen. The girl sounds strange enough as it is, but every time her pet bird talks, it gets even weirder.
I am sure that you must have many questions. Perhaps we can walk, or indeed fly, and talk.
Oh, and that's another thing. What's all this about traveling in pairs? This is clearly a party of 4. We're in Springvale now. Catherine said that this is the closest impact site to the city.
The situation looks even worse than we imagined.
Ring the bells! Sound the trumpets, for the day of judgment is upon us. Rejoice, all ye who cry out for salvation, for the Prinzessin de Verurteilung has come.
This princess lady seems really enthusiastic.
That you could reveal whatever you know about this poor victim's situation.
Wait! Stop! Let Paimon explain. We're from the Adventurers Guild. They commissioned us to come here and investigate after the meteor shower.
Oh, I see. Well, last night this fellow touched the meteorite, and then he fainted just moments later. So, however you plan to conduct your investigation, I implore you, do not, under any circumstances, touch the meteorites with your bare hands.
What ridiculous remonstration is this? Is one not under the divine protection of one's Edelstein der Dunkelheit, and thus impervious to the trifling threat posed by this petty piece of black crystal?
On the contrary, Mein Fräulein, wise is the princess who is receptive to the sound advice offered by her subjects.
Look! Another victim!
Pray tell, O knight, what tragedy befell this unfortunate subject of mine?
He's been sleeping all day and shows no signs of waking up. He did, and now he's fast asleep. Occasionally he also sleep talks. Can't go on. Need to rest.
What's going on? Why is he saying that?
His dark dream harbors a forbidden fruit, poised between the jaws of a ferocious beast. Woe betide the weak should they peer into its eyes, as black as a moonless midnight, for they shall surely be lured into the abyss.
Do you mean there's something luring him in his dream?
This man, he has been cursed.
Can't you just wake him up?
I've tried. He awoke once for a brief moment, but quickly lapsed back into sleep.
Did he tell you anything while he was awake?
He said he dreamed he was on top of a mountain, and it was very cold there.
Mountain... cold.
This has the trappings of a cruel, cold curse by a mountain-dwelling demon. Alas, one fears these demons have descended from their icy peaks and now covet the domain of the Spring Fairy. This is a most grave state of affairs. But fear not, for damnation is mine to dispense.
Sorry to interrupt you folks. Do you have a moment to spare?
Oh, hey, Drav. What's the matter?
I can hardly get the words out. One of the meteorites struck the hill behind our village. Alan told everyone he was going to go see it for himself. And then, sure enough, he just ran off. You've seen how dangerous these confounded meteorites are. I'm afraid something may have happened to him. Could you come with me to find him and bring him back?
Wait. So, big blazing rocks fall out of the sky, and all Alan's worried about is missing out on the action?
Exactly. Once we get that rascal back safely, he's due for the scolding of a lifetime, if you ask me.
Paimon could not agree more. Let's go find that rascal and drag him back by the ears.
It is my great honor to join you.
Hey, so... can you really understand that princess when she's talking? Because Paimon can't seem to understand a single word. All right.
My dear friends, it is time to move out.
Paimon hopes Adelind has made some tasty snacks to welcome her honored guests with.
Welcome to the Dawn Winery, dear adventurers. I'm Adelind, the head housemaid, and it is I who invited you all here.
Thanks for the invite.
You are Adelind? Splendid. I am delighted to grant you the honor of joining me for afternoon tea.
Dearest Adelind, on behalf of Her Majesty Miss Fischl, the Prinzessin der Verurteilung, and I, mein Fräulein's humble servant, thank you for inviting us.
Would you cut to the chase already? Your titles are so wordy it takes way too long to introduce yourselves.
My goodness, an adventurer of such distinguished status.
My pale-faced proselyte, how dare you interrupt a diplomat of the royal court in the middle of his speech?
In fact, one of our employees here at the Dawn Winery, a Mr. Hartman, fell victim to the meteorite incident in Springvale. I hear that you were the ones who disposed of the meteorites. Thanks to you, Mr. Hartman is now awake. We are in your debt. It is merely common courtesy that I should invite you over for tea. This aside, there is a separate matter which I should like to enlist your help with.
Aw, you're too kind, Adelind. We're really just doing what any other adventurers would have done.
And I cannot afford to look for them myself. As audacious as it may be, all I can do—
Okie dokie. Don't you worry, Adelind. We're expert people finders.
Wonderful. I suggest you begin by asking around at Stonegate. All delivery staff pass through there on their return from Liyue. There were 2 carts in total, and the workers' names are Fritz and Ben.
Hello. We're looking for 2 Mondstadt carts, both loaded up with wine. Have you seen them?
Sorry, I don't think so.
Okay then, we'll keep asking around. Hello? Have you seen any Mondstadt merchants traveling through here? You know, the ones with all the wine?
Ah, I am afraid I have very poor eyesight. I'm not the right person to ask.
Oh, okay then. Hello. We're looking for a couple of carts, originally from Mondstadt. Have you seen them?
From Mondstadt, you say?
Really? Which way did it go?
Let me think. If I'm not mistaken, it was going towards Mondstadt.
Thanks, mister! Now to chase down that cart.
Phew. Scared me half to death. Thanks so much. If you hadn't happened to be passing through this way, I would have been a goner for sure.
So, which one are you? Ben or Fritz?
I'm Ben. How did you know my name?
Yeah, we're your official search party.
Per Adelin's wishes, we came here specifically to find you and ensure your well-being.
I suppose she must have started worrying because of the long delay. I'm afraid that Fritz's cart is stranded out on the main road between Dihua Marsh and Stone Gate. It got hit by a meteorite, so... Anyway, we agreed that I'd finish the delivery and then bring someone back to fetch him. I just hadn't factored in the part about getting ambushed by monsters along the way. I really hope Fritz is okay. With me getting delayed here, the poor guy's been out there a long time. Now, I keep worrying that the same thing will have happened to him. Can you guys go bring him to safety?
Between Stonegate and Dihua Marsh, right? Leave it to us. Is the guy on the floor sleeping?
I believe so. I've tried everything, but he won't wake up.
Looks like he touched the meteorite, just like the others.
If by meteorite, you mean the rock that struck the cart, worry not. I have dealt with that already using my magic. But by others, do you mean to say there are others who have fallen into a similar slumber?
One has witnessed with one's own Ogda Verurtelung the nightmarish slumber that proceeds forth from the Valley of Demonbone. It has caused great suffering for the humble peasants in the Vale of Springdom, many of whom still battle this wretched affliction even as we speak.
As Main Fräulein most eloquently describes, we have just come from Mondstadt, where many people have also fallen into an unwaking sleep. Their symptoms are identical to those of this poor gentleman here.
Is that so? It appears these meteorites really made quite an impact.
Seems this guy is dressed like a winery worker. And we've already met Ben, so this one must be Fritz.
Given that worker's attire has precious few distinguishing features, I must conclude that Paimon is blessed with exceptionally acute eyesight.
Actually, Paimon's eyesight is normal. Paimon just has a really great memory. You're right, though. His clothes don't really stand out that much. Especially not compared to this guy over here.
And by this guy over here, you mean me.
Yep. Paimon's never seen anyone dressed quite like you before.
I am a vagrant from Inazuma. I had just stopped to assist this poor gentleman when you turned up. Are you investigating the aftermath of the meteorite strike?
Yeah, we were sent to help out.
I am Fischl, Prinzessin de Verurtelung, responding to the cry of my people in their hour of need.
I am Main Fräulein's humble familiar, Oz the Raven.
And Paimon is an honorary knight of the Knights of Favonius' best friend.
Oh? Then you must be said honorary knight of said Knights of Favonius.
Behold, my people, your beloved sovereign in the flesh. Do not despair, for judgment by thundering retribution is nigh, and it shall surely purge the seeds of nefarious nightmares that now sow chaos across the land.
Excuse me?
Don't mind her, just, let her do her thing.
Excuse me, what's going on here?
Oh, great! Good thing you're here, Mr. Millilith. This guy's fast asleep, and he won't wake up.
Ah, it appears this is now in the hands of the Millilith. In which case, I am no longer needed. It was truly a pleasure to meet you all. I have other matters to attend to now, so I shall take my leave. Adventurers, I wish you every success in your endeavors.
Bye-bye. So, what happened was, we came here looking for someone and found them.
Thank you all for your cooperation. This victim is now in the care of the Millilith, and we will escort him safely to the disaster relief station.
Disaster relief station? You mean like a big tent with guards outside?
Correct. We have established a disaster relief station at Wangshu Inn, where the unconscious victims of the meteorite strike can receive due medical attention.
A wise decision by the Millilith.
Paimon can't stop worrying about poor Fritz. We should really go check up on him.
I suppose I shall deign to join you for one further excursion.
Yep, same situation as in Springvale.
This cruel curse of cold spreads without mercy. Oh, heaven on high, tell us how we have angered you so.
Hey, keep your voice down. There are a lot of people here.
Might I suggest we make some inquiries and see where it takes us?
Halt! Who are you?
We've been commissioned by the Adventurers Guild to investigate the meteorite strike. Do you mind if we take a quick look at this victim?
I see. Very well, adventurers. You may take a look.
Paimon wonders what he's dreaming about. Probably that one about the mountain and the ice and snow.
Fritz does not appear to be here. Let us keep looking.
It's another sleeping victim.
His soul is in anguish, ensnared by 1,000 thorns. His suffering is pitiable. May he soon know peace at last.
Peace at last? Surely you don't mean...
Main Fräulein simply wishes him a speedy recovery. Beyond this, there is no hidden meaning to her words.
Come on, Fritz. Where are you?
And that is to rain down thundering retribution.
Precisely, Main Fräulein. If we dispose of the meteorites, the sleepers will be sure to wake.
This is so weird. That Millilith guy promised he was gonna bring Fritz here, didn't he? So what? Let's go see what the innkeeper has to say. Excuse us, have you seen anyone come in that looks like an ordinary worker from Mondstadt?
Yeah, the Millilith arrived with several new victims not long ago. Due to the limited capacity in the tent, I had to place the new arrivals in the upstairs guest rooms.
Okay, well, could you give him a message when he wakes up? Tell him he needs to get back to the Dawn Winery as soon as possible, and let Adeline know that he's safe and sound.
I will be more than happy to. And if I may be so bold, adventurers, I too have a request for you.
Please tell us, what is troubling you?
Pray tell of thy troubles, that one might better understand them.
I understand from the Millerless soldiers that you are investigating the meteorite strike. This made me wonder, perhaps my friends from Mondstadt have already found a means of curing the victims.
From what we've seen so far, all you need to do is get rid of the meteorites and the sleepers wake back up again.
Is that so? Then, if I understand you correctly, the meteorites are the cause of the victim's unconsciousness?
Yep.
In that case, I would like to enlist your services in that regard. Do you think you can dispose of the meteorites in the vicinity of the inn? Oh, wonderful. You have my gratitude.
This doesn't end here. Harbinger is nearby. You'll get what's coming to you soon enough!
So the Fatui are investigating the meteorites as well? Even this is too strange. We need to be extra cautious.
The seeds of nefarious nightmares appear to have taken firm root. Though my magic arrow of midnight purges them in an instant, they return with a vengeance. It would make Prinzessin de Verurtelung.
Indeed, mein Fräulein. Despite our best efforts to dispose of the meteorites, they continue to fall relentlessly in each corner of your vast domain. In which case, I fear...
The strikes are happening faster than we can get rid of them.
I, Fischl von Luftschloss Nofedort, have traversed 1,000 worlds. And yet never before have I faced such a formidable foe. This menace is neither monster nor magic. It is a curse, I say. A curse has been placed upon the mortal realm.
A curse?
Such a foul curse could only arise as a consequence of the continuous cries of unanswered longing, lost amidst the unpredictability and impermanence of fate.
How very tragic. Is this the inevitable fate of mankind? It grieves me greatly, no matter how many times I hear of it.
Paimon didn't quite get the part about the thing being lost inside the other thing, but basically, these meteorites are a curse?
Were they not a curse upon humanity, why then should they send humans into slumber? To be lost twixt life and death in an unending dream, 'tis the most dreadful fate imaginable for any living being. We must underestimate the magnitude of this matter no more. I fear this sinister force can withstand even the sum of all of our powers combined. Traveler, fetch me the one fated to face this fearsome foe.
And who might that be?
Mein Fräulein is of the opinion that one with the requisite expertise should be summoned to deal with this matter. She wonders if you know of any person skilled in the undoing of curses?
Paimon can't think of anybody either. Maybe we should just go ask Catherine. Catherine must be super smart.
Unfortunately not, though I do know of an astrologist. As it happens, the traveling astrologist Mona is currently in Mondstadt. Do you know her? Well, that simplifies things. Please wait. I will fetch her right away. Someone looking for me? Who is it? Oh, it's you. So, what did you want? Astrology is an ancient and mysterious art. If your problem is a banal one, you can count me out, as I have better things to do.
So, here's what's happened.
And all of this was caused by the meteor shower. This I was not expecting.
The darkness consumes every corner of the land. And in the fading twilight, only the Prinzessin and her retinue still stand.
Ms. Mona, your means are most crucial to our ends.
Huh? Are you all together, then?
I am Fischl von Luftschloss Nofedot, Prinzessin der Verurteilung, and I hereby extend to you the great honor of joining my retinue.
Prinzessin der Verurteilung? I'm sorry, which nation are you a princess of?
I hail from a distant and long-lost land known as the Immernachtreich.
The in my what, Reich?
Alas, precious few mere mortals know of the Immernachtreich.
Huh. Mere mortal? Do you have any idea who you're talking to? I am a highly accomplished astrologist, thank you very much. Just give me 1 second with my scryglass. Then we'll see where exactly this homeland of yours features in your personal history.
Ms. Mona, I humbly beseech you to refrain from probing the question of Main Fräulein's homeland. Revisiting the tragic tale of that world's demise always causes her much anguish. Surely a wise mage such as yourself can sympathize with a princess's grief for her lost kingdom.
Let's head somewhere where the ley line flow is a little smoother. Wide open space, clear sky. This will do nicely. I will now begin the process of hydromancy. Stay back, and do not impede my vision.
Whatever it was you just did, it looked awesome!
Oh, astral emissary, have thine eyes now discerned the secrets of the stars?
Yeah, what did you find out?
How strange. I've never seen this before. The divination shows that these meteorites came from someone's constellation.
Constellation? But they don't have anything to do with real astrology, do they?
That's what most people tend to think, but I've studied astrology for a very long time, and I know a few things about them that you might not. The stars that make up a constellation, the Stella Fortuna, are genuine celestial bodies in the depths of space. They are not simply notional. The strange thing is that they turned to meteors all of a sudden and fell from the sky. Why this happened, I am not yet sure. I need some time.
A curse! A wretched curse, I say.
A curse?
I, too, have journeyed to the stars, gazed beyond the veil of darkness, and glimpsed a shred of the truth. There, I saw a world cursed by human malice. Only one who died the most agonizing of deaths could leave behind such a vengeful spirit. We must interrogate the population, find the doer of this diabolical deed. The one who created this sinister specter is the true killer.
Sorry, I'm not quite following you. What curse and what killer?
Don't take every word she says too literally.
What's going on here?
Why are the Traveler and Paimon frantically winking at me? Oh, I understand.
Thou dost? Marvelous! The astral emissary understands at last.
Mutual understanding is the crucial first step towards effective teamwork. Welcome to the team, Mona.
You are hereby appointed as an honored servant of the Prinzessin. Unleash thy power in service of our solemn duty to dispel this darkness once and for all.
Honored? You should feel honored to have found me. Without me, you'd be doing 10 times the work for half the results.
Paimon likes you, Mona. You seem like the real deal.
Well, I'm glad you agree. Feel free to keep the compliments coming. With my astrolabe, I have ascertained the trajectory of fate. Next, I'll calculate the locations of the fallen meteorites for you. I need to look into the constellation issue in more detail. In the meantime, let me know ASAP if you find anything else out. Don't worry about it. As far as the astrological aspect goes, this will be a piece of cake.
Hi, Mona! Thanks to you, we've managed to get rid of loads and loads of meteorites!
Ah, good timing! There's something I need you to do. Remember how I was saying that the meteorites belong to someone's constellation? Theoretically, it's not possible for stars that are goodness knows how many light years away to suddenly turn into meteors and fall out of the sky. But, however paradoxical it may be, this is the reality. If we want to get to the bottom of this, the best way is to find out whose constellation it was. Based on what you've told me, it seems that all victims of the meteorites fell into a deep sleep, and all of them dreamed of a snowy mountain. Now, we may not know which mountain this was, but we can safely assume that it's not Dragonspine. Otherwise, someone would have recognized it, right? Did everyone definitely have the same dream? And where exactly were they in the dream? These are the questions that we need answers to. I need you to find out more details about the sleeper's dreams. The more information we have, the closer we can get to the truth.
Seems we should head somewhere with lots of people around. That way, we should be able to find more victims to question.
I need to stay in an undisturbed environment, so I will leave the investigating to you.
Is there anywhere that we haven't been to yet?
There is Chinksa village in Liyue, although it does not usually match your suggestion of somewhere with lots of people around. That said, I suspect that the Millelith will have turned that area into a site where victims can receive medical attention, much as they did at Wangshu Inn.
Hello, we're from the Adventurers Guild. Can you tell us if Chinksa village has been affected by the meteorite strike?
Adventurers! Perfect. I was beginning to despair at the lack of helpers. These meteorite strikes have been going on for days now. Don't even get me started on how much trouble it's caused. If one lands in a field, no one dares to go and harvest the crops. And if one lands at the entrance, access is a complete nightmare. Do you have any ideas on how to safely dispose of them? They're just making everything impossible.
Guess we'd better help this guy out. Done and dusted.
Wonderful. Oh, what a huge help.
Have any of the victims woken since the start of the incident?
Oh, I wouldn't know. You're better off just taking a look for yourself.
Mortal, art thou also descended into the realm of suffering?
Same situation that we've seen in other places, too. Hey there, has this guy woken up at any point?
No, he has said a few things in his sleep, though.
What kind of things?
So cold, can't go on. Things like that.
Somewhere cold, up in the mountains. Where could it be?
Hey, has this guy woken up at any point?
Not so far.
Okay, has he said anything in his sleep?
Now that you mention it, yesterday he suddenly cried out, so high. Who knows what he was dreaming about.
How high? High as a snowy mountain peak, maybe?
A wicked mountain. Its frozen peak looming high, home to a malevolent power.
Let's talk to that guy over there next. Hello. Have any of the victims woken up?
Funny you should ask. Gal the Six literally just woke up.
All right. We're gonna go talk to him.
That's fine, but he's only just awoken and is still very weak. If you must question him, please be gentle.
Greetings, you who have suffered and lived to tell the tale. Your sovereign shall question you now.
Food. Need food.
Are you okay? Sounds like you're starving.
I need home cooking.
Home cooking from Chinksa village? Well, that can only mean one thing. Farmer food.
That's brought me back from the brink, that has.
Did you have a dream while you were sleeping?
Only the most exhausting dream of my whole life.
Really? Why? What happened?
Yes. How did you know? Way up in the mountains, the highest mountain I've ever seen. It was freezing up there.
What were you doing there?
I'm not sure. It's like I was possessed. I was consumed by the idea of climbing up the mountain and trying to reach the summit.
Was there something special at the summit? Or...
Who knows? Honestly, it's like I became a completely different person in my dream. Don't ask me why. I have no idea. It's hard to describe. It's like I was being controlled, as if somebody else put the idea of climbing the mountain into my head. I know how crazy that sounds, but...
An intruder trespassed in the dark recesses of your soul?
An idea not autonomously generated by the individual, but that appeared within the subconscious. Yes.
All the other victims we've met have talked about being cold and needing to rest. Were they all climbing the mountain too? Paimon doesn't even want to think about it. We need to update Mona on all of this.
Some intrepid explorer was exceptionally keen to conquer that particular mountain.
I'll do another reading. Aha! I see something here. It's a little vague, but I think I can get his name. Ah, yes. Leonard.
Wow, that was fast.
Well, in case you'd forgotten, I am a genius.
Leonard. Paimon's never heard that name before.
Hi! Sounds interesting. Mind if I join you?
What ho! We meet again, vagrant of Inazuma. My retinue and I were just...
first time the Millelith were present. I had to forego the chance to strike down Mondstadt's savior. This time was a perfect moment. I was mere seconds away. But who was that mage? She could not have known who I am. Perhaps her powers revealed to her things unseen. Soldiers!
Sir!
Find them, and when you do... Another one?
My lord! It's happening again. This is the largest one we've seen so far.
They just keep coming. But so be it. Move out. Change of plan. Your prior objective remains in force. Continue to research the meteorites.
My lord, leave them to us. We will make short work of them.
Are you deaf or just stupid? When did I give you the right to issue your own orders?
My apologies, my lord.
Now move out and complete your objectives as assigned.
And he's an extremely powerful individual. I sensed it the moment I looked at him. He's far more powerful than you'd imagine. As much as it pains me to admit it.
Surely his power cannot match that of the astrological genius of the century.
I never said that. His strength may exceed mine by a hair's breadth. But in astrology alone, he doesn't come close.
This reminds Paimon of something. We ran into some Fatui at Wangshu Inn too. What interest could the Fatui have in the meteorites?
They must be plotting something. Maybe. Just maybe.
Oh! The Fatui are the ones who caused the meteor shower in the first place. Was that it?
Paimon, that was my line. Get your own.
Sorry. Paimon's mouth just works so much faster than everyone else's. Yeah. Where'd they get the power to pull stars out of the sky?
Osvaldo Hafnavines, what is thy opinion?
I think that anything is possible, main Fräulein.
So long as they can afford to pay the price, they will never stop sowing their seeds of destruction across the land. Fatui, your sin shall not go unremembered.
I also believe that miracles can happen.
Astral Emissary, you have performed admirably as a member of my retinue. I will dispatch my forces to protect you, and they will ensure that the encroaching darkness shall bring you no harm.
She means... me.
No need! Paimon thinks that our current lineup works just fine. No need to fix it if it ain't broke.
You underestimate me, Fischl. I'm far stronger than you seem to think.
Main Fräulein trusts no one more than yourself, my lady. She is simply concerned for your well-being.
There's really no need. In any case, you're in a much more perilous position than I am. If anything, you need my protection. Huh? What are you saying that for? For now, we must deal with the new threat. My astrolabe tells me that a new meteorite has landed, and it's the biggest one yet. This is the one.
I sense an unprecedented amount of elemental energy within.
The very heart of darkness descends upon the world.
What do the Fatui want with this? Is it the elemental power?
It's possible. But if that were the case, other life forms would surely be drawn to the meteorite's energy too.
watch you.